Hi friends, it's Andrea and I'm here with another episode of the Sewspire Variety Show. Today I am going to smuggle you into my local quilt shop. We're going to do a little bit of fabric shopping, and then I'm going to come home and use that fabric in a sew together with my friends over at Studio 365, where I will be remaking this little zipper pouch that I very much struggled with the first time around. Goes a lot better this time, and I'm happy to make that pattern recommendation to you all. I'm going to be showing you how to install a zipper pocket on the interior or the exterior of your next tote bag, as well as how I like to craft a really sturdy slip pocket. And then I'm also going to show you a method that you can use to attach short handles to the exterior of your bag. So if this sounds like fun to you, do me a favor, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we'll jump right in. So I thought it might be fun to take you to my favorite local quilt shop. They have tons of gorgeous bolts of fabric. I probably won't talk so that I don't look like a crazy person, but if needed, I can always do a voiceover. And I know if you're anything like me, you just love looking at fabric. So shall we go inside? When I was checking out, my cashier commented that I could be her personal fabric shopper because she liked my choices so much. So I just want to show you quick what I picked out. This is a little extra special treat. So I've been in the mood for some polka dots. So that was my mission, to find some fun polka dots. I got 2 yards of each, and I selected this awesome teeny tiny like pin dot, black and white. It feels so soft. This fun peachy pink, which you know is my favorite color combo now. This is also gorgeous. And then I could not resist. This is so soft and lovely. And same for this, just absolutely gorgeous. And then I found a few other fun things. I got this raglan top by Sew House 7, and I will be making this soon. So I hope to share perhaps a tutorial on this particular pattern and how that goes. I've been in the mood to sew some clothes lately. And then this is kind of a funny story here. These are actually marketed as cleaning tools for your machine, but like here's a beauty hack for you. They used to sell these in the grocery store, and I haven't been able to find them for a couple years. They're the most amazing mascara wands. So now I know why I can't find them in the grocery store, because all the quilters have scooped them up. So anyways, I'm not going to be using these to clean my machine, but I am going to be using them to put on my mascara. And this time I won't just dispose of them, I'll hang on to them. And then last but not least, I got some of my favorite Aurifil thread. And you know I love to sew with the same color thread. This is chalk color. It's like works for everything. It's going to work for all these prints that I just got. So my machine really prefers the Aurifil thread. So super happy about that. So I hope you enjoyed this trip to my favorite quilt shop. If you did, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. So last Thursday evening in Studio 365, we had a Sew Whatever event. And basically you pick your own project and then we meet together in the live room and we sew for 2 hours. So for my project, I selected this sweet zipper pouch, which has a nice handle on the back. It has the zipper goes 3/4 way around. Then inside it has a mesh pocket. This pattern is by Rosie and David and is called the Multi-Purpose Zipper Case. I will link to their Etsy shop if you're interested in purchasing the PDF. I definitely give this pattern 5 stars and my highest recommendation. I have made multiples of these and I find it to be highly functional, very well written pattern, and I absolutely love the proportions of this case. With this one, I made just a few modifications. I did not incorporate the zipper across the top there. Instead, I used some fold over elastic and just made that slightly elasticized. This particular bag is going to be used to hold my cosmetics, so I'm going to put my brushes up here and then my makeup right inside. It is also great for art supplies. It just really is a fabulous size, and that is why I'm making this recommendation to you. The other change I did is I incorporated a little bit of Annie's Soft and Stable in the base and in the lid. And then I just used a woven interfacing for the side panels, and you can see it stands up on its own, but it's nice and lightweight. So I hope you'll check out Rosie and David's Etsy shop. And if you have a zipper pouch pattern that you really love, please drop a link to that down in the comments. I love to check out other independent pattern designers and sew their projects and learn new skills. So I hope you enjoyed this recommendation. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So I thought it might be fun to show you all the project that I'm currently working on. This is a group sew together that I'm hosting over in Studio 365. And this pattern is by Sew Yours, and the name of the bag is the Martini tote bag. So I have the exterior panel completed here, and I really love the look. It's got a nice cute zipper pocket. I hid some polka dots in there, and then it has 2 pockets that are perfect for the cell phone, a small notebook, and then my pen. And then on the rear exterior panel, there is another full-length pocket which I'm going to attach a magnetic snap to there. So I modified the exterior pocket slightly, but that should be pretty intuitive to you once you have the pattern. I still need to attach the exterior handle on the rear panel, so we may be able to do that together. But what I definitely wanted to work on with you today is the interior pockets. There's going to be another zipper pocket like this, so we'll do that together. And then there's going to be a bank of slip pockets. And so I wanted to show you that process. And then if we have enough time, I'll talk to you about this recessed zipper panel, which is a lot of fun, as well as installing that handle with that anchor bar. So we are going to begin with this zipper panel, and so on the wrong side of your zipper pocket fabric, you're going to measure down 1 inch and draw a line. Then you're going to measure down a 1/4 inch and draw a line, and then down another 1/4 inch and draw a line. Then you're going to measure in 1 inch from each side and draw a line that connects all 3 of those lines. And then you will draw in on each end a very slight angle. And these are going to be our stitch and cut lines. So this is one of my interior panels. Keep in mind this recessed zipper will attach here and it will increase the length or the height of this interior panel. So right now it looks kind of short, but the pockets are all going to go down here in the lower quadrant. So this is the right side facing up of my interior panel. I want to take the zipper pocket that we just outlined and I want to center it on this panel 1 inch down from that top edge. And you could install this type of zipper pocket on any bag panel, which is why I thought it would be fun and helpful to demo this process for you. So this is the wrong side of my pocket fabric. It's difficult to tell with this particular print because it's a batik, and so both sides kind of look like the right side. You could see there. So I have this zipper pocket, right sides facing on my interior panel, and then I have my stitch lines facing up. I'm going to stitch across the top from arrow to arrow, back stitching at the beginning and the end. And then I'm going to stitch arrow to arrow along that bottom line, back stitching at the beginning and the end. I did not stitch the short sides. And then I want to take my rotary cutter and ruler and place that on the center line there from the tip of the arrow to the tip of the arrow. And then I'll use my little snips here to get slightly closer to the arrow, and then I'm going to come in to the corner on each side. And so that's what that looks like there. And from the back. And then I can turn this facing to the back side there. And that's what's going to give me that nice finish opening for the pocket. So I got to take this over to the iron and give it a good press. And so after that's pressed, you can see I have a really nice clean rectangle there on the front. And then this back portion here will eventually be connected at the top and then stitched down the sides to create the lining for the zipper pocket. But before I fashion the actual pocket, I want to go ahead and install the zipper. So I have these darling YKK zippers with metal teeth that I received as part of a promotion from Zippers on Etsy a while back when I hosted a zipper workshop. And so I love the look, but the metal teeth, you know, can be somewhat problematic if you accidentally strike them with the needle, they break. So they are perfect for this type of project when you don't necessarily need to be stitching through those teeth. So this is a zipper that I have selected for my interior pocket. And so some folks like to use the double-sided tape to position the fabric on the zipper. I just actually prefer to work with pins and then adjust while it's actually under the needle. But you do what works for you. And so I'm going to get that zipper in place here inside the little frame, and then I'm going to stitch across the top and across the bottom. And I'm just keeping the zipper teeth centered right in that little opening. And then as I approach the end here that has the zipper pull, I'm going to sink the needle and open that zipper up to get that pull out of the way. And then I'm going to do the same thing across the bottom. And so now my zipper is securely attached. Because I have the metal teeth, I am not going to stitch down the sides. If you did want to stitch down the sides and you're using the metal teeth, go ahead and hand crank that so that you don't break your needle. If you have the vinyl teeth, it's absolutely no problem. Just stitch right down the sides. Okay, so I have the zipper installed, and you can see I captured the zipper tape in that stitch line. That's what's important. That's what holds it in place. And now I want to raise up that zipper pocket panel to align that with the top edge here. And I'm going to pull both layers away from the interior panel and stitch right across there. You could stitch on the front of the panel if you wanted some additional accent. And then I'm going to fold back the side of the interior panel so that I can stitch down the side. I want to pay attention to where those zipper teeth are. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I can go ahead and cut away that excess zipper. And this time I may have to hand crank through those zipper teeth. And then once you've cleared the zipper teeth, you can continue on. Remember, I have that interior panel side moved out of the way. I'm just stitching through the actual cotton fabric that fashions the zipper pocket. So this looks really good. It's so cute. And I have a nice secure zipper pocket on the inside of my new bag. So the next step is to create the slip pockets, which I'm going to put on this second interior panel. So this is a very easy way to create a slip pocket. You're going to take your panel and fold that in half, wrong sides, and then take that top folded edge and fold that over 1/2 inch to create a nice lip on the top of that pocket. You're just going to put that under the machine deck and stitch across there. And then I have pre-pressed in my vertical stitch line. I'm just going to be dividing this pocket in half. Now the bottom edges of this pocket are raw and the bottom corners of my interior panel are rounded. So I need a nice non-bulky way to finish the bottom of this pocket. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to position this panel with those raw edges 2.5 inches up from the bottom. Okay, so the finished edge here is right side down on my table. My interior panel is right side up. This is the bottom of the panel. This is the top of the panel. And I have this raw pocket edge 2.5 inches up. I'm going to stitch right across those raw edges and then raise that pocket up to hide that raw edge. I'm just using a 1/4 inch seam allowance here, just enough to capture both of those raw edges from my pocket in this stitch line. Then again, this is the top of my interior panel. I can raise that pocket up, and now I'm going to stitch using 3/8 of an inch right across the bottom of that pocket, and I have encapsulated those raw edges and have a nice finished pocket that minimizes the bulk in my bottom seams. I really like this pocket making method because I like having a nice 4-ply lip on the top of the pocket. This is also a great way that you can install your labels on your bags if you prefer to have those on the interior. Now I have my vertical stitch line pressed in, so it'll be nice and straight. I'm going to start from the bottom and stitch right up to the top, and I'm back stitching at both ends. And now I have interior panels with 2 nice slip pockets and 1 secure zipper pocket. That was nice and easy, right? I did want to show you how I am encapsulating these handles into the exterior here. So there is a little strap anchor piece here, which I've pressed in half long ways with those raw edges aligned. And I'm going to be positioning that with the folded edge so it sits right on top of my pocket here. And I'm going to use the 1/4 inch seam allowance and stitch right down those raw edges, back stitching at the beginning and the end. And then I'm going to take my 15-inch cotton webbed handle and I'm going to position that in 2.5 inches from each side. And then I'm just going to raise that strap anchor up over that strap so it hides those raw edges. I'm going to stitch right along that top edge. As I cross over the handle webbing, I am going to back stitch several times to reinforce that. If you have a rivet press, this is a great place to install some rivets. And I do think I will be adding some rivets as accents to these handles and to my pockets. And that's how you can attach a nice little short handle to the exterior of a bag. As an alternate method, you could use the same strap anchor technique and just attach little tabs here with triangle rings, and then attach your strap to your hardware. So there are so many fun design elements in this bag pattern, and that's why I can really recommend it to the beginner or the advanced bag maker, because there's lots of opportunities for you to customize your bag as well. So I hope you found this zipper installation and pocket making tutorial to be helpful. If you did, please do me a huge favor and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I wanted to give you a little update on my personal library. Isabel was kind enough to help me put the bookcases together, and they are here in the space. Next step for me is to insert the shelves and then get them in their final configuration, and then I can start unpacking the boxes. So I hope you enjoyed this latest episode of the Sewspire Variety Show. Thanks so much for giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, please know the creative genius in me will be celebrating the creative genius in you. I hope you have a beautiful week.